What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator, and we are going to be rocking the Mac Anthem today, an ABF freight livery, along with a trucking company that I've never heard of, Trailer, and both of these liveries can be found on the Steam Workshop. Kind of went with this livery today because we are actually going to be showcasing the 1.45 beta, and we are actually out here in Jackson, Wyoming right now. And we are actually going to be coming out of Jackson, going up the 191, 89, 26, whatever this highway is supposed to be, up here to this rest area. Gonna rest for, to get a nice little daytime run, because we are actually going to go up into Cody off of the brand new US Route 14 that they threw into the game. So Cody's not really a town. It's more of just like a tiny, well, I guess you want to say it's more of like a little tiny town that has a couple of different things in it and all of that good stuff. We do have an 18 wheels garage, which we're definitely going to check out once we get into the game. And then we have a MWM, which I've never actually seen before. And then once we basically get to this motel over here, that is where we are actually going to cut the episode and all of that good stuff. So we do got lots to talk about in this one, so let's waste no time. Probably not your typical ABF freight engine, but we do have Johnny Cash's engine sounds in once again. And today we are checking out the Cat 1693W with the Jake brake option, the 425 horsepower with an M drive 12-speed with a retarder. Looking in the cab, nothing really special today. It's kind of like a loaner truck for our company today, nothing really too fancy. So let's go ahead and hop out on the open road here. It's about 5 o'clock in game time. So that is why we are heading to that motel. And the reasoning for that is because I do want to do a nice daytime run showcase once we get into US Route 14. So yes, if you guys are wondering why you don't have it in your game, that is because it is part of the 1.45 beta for American Truck Simulator, which recently just came out. No, it is not actually 1.45, it is the beta for it. And if you guys are wondering how to put that in your game, all you have to basically do is go to Steam, right click on American Truck Simulator, I believe it's Properties, and then go to Betas, and then opt into the 1.45. Now there's some truck mods and stuff that I've noticed that are not compatible with it, so definitely use it at your own risk. And if anything, you can always revert back to 1.44. Alright, well now before we actually get into anything 1.45 related, hopefully you guys had a good weekend, nice little 4th of July weekend. For most of us, it's a 4-day work week, which is awesome. Especially at my job, 4th of July is one of the paid holidays we get. Man, that engine just sounds so good. It just sounds so freaking good. I forgot how nice Jackson is with that nice little town with the houses off of the main stretch and all that. It just looks really good, man. Really, really does. But yeah, what was actually supposed to be a 4-day weekend, like they said we were in training, and then it turns out once I actually ended up certifying and all of that good stuff on Thursday of last week, basically means that we were out on our own. We went to our supervisors, and so that actually turned into just a regular 2-day weekend. And it looks like we have a wreck up here. Maybe not. Oh, look at that, 15 Cascadia. That's a new truck. I've never seen a 15 Cascadia. Interesting. Is that a T200? That is a Kenworth T2000. Okay, we got some new trucks in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting. So yeah, it technically turned into what was a 2-day, like a normal weekend. But technically I only worked like 4 hours that day, so it basically turned into still a 3-day weekend for the most part. Went to like 2 different fireworks shows. Let me know what you guys did over the weekend on the 4th. You guys had some like barbecues or whatever, went to go see fireworks or whatever. We actually went to go, or Lauren and I went to 2 different fireworks shows. One here close to the town that I live in, which was, I want to say it was about 10-15 minutes or so, probably more like leaning towards 10 minutes. Well, there's a Domino's. That's what Lauren was having for dinner the other night, Domino's. But yeah, it was leaning more towards like 10 or so minutes. A lot of pauses in between with the fireworks and stuff, and it wasn't really that good, if I'm being honest. We're having a lot of stuttering going on today, I've noticed. Might have to get rid of some mods or take a look at something, but we're really having a lot of stuttering. Now there's a 579. Pretty cool. Bobtail. But yeah, so we did that. We went that one with my mom and stuff. And then we went to a fireworks, or kind of like on the actual 4th, because the one we went to was on the 3rd, and we went to one on the 4th, which was in her town basically. So there was like a luncheon at the firehouse, which we didn't go to because her ex-husband is actually a EMT firefighter who's over there. So we decided not to go just for the sake of that. And I'm not gonna sit here and wait on you two. There we go. And then around noon-ish or so, they had like a little parade and stuff. It's actually kind of cool. I got to meet one of the cops in town. Cool guy, very nice guy. I also got to meet the mayor of that town. He's also a nice guy. And did that, and then after that, we went to the fireworks in that same town, which is, I want to say, for a small town fireworks show, it was about 35 minutes. Oh, there's all Central Transport down there. But yeah, it was about 35-40 minutes or so. It was actually a really good fireworks show. Probably one of the best ones I've seen so far, other than, you know, what was up north up in Chicago when I used to live there and seen the fireworks. But for like a small town like Central Illinois, it was actually a pretty dang good fireworks show, I will say that. Yeah, I'm not exactly too certain what's causing all of this stuttering, and of course idiots don't know how to, you know, do anything around trucks. They're just like, you know what, we're just going to do what we want to do. If we get hit, it's insurance money. Is what it is, man. Is what it is, and we just stopped on a dime. Those are some nice colored looking tables there, man. That's actually really cool. That like teal color, that's cool. Mercille Avenue. But yeah, so a really cool weekend. And like I said, I did get certified at work last week, so I'm technically out of training now and on my own. And let me tell you, my first day was rough. I ended up calling my supervisor a bunch of times for, you know, just stuff that I didn't have, or just, you know, stuff that I couldn't figure out or whatever. And then the second day on Saturday, when I was out there for about 4 hours and whatnot, I was just kind of getting it on my own. Didn't even call my supervisor once, and I knocked out like 3 different job sites and stuff. So it's actually really cool to know that even though that job just does have a little bit of struggles to it, like sometimes you can't figure something out, but you kind of just, you know, push through it, work through it, figure it out on your own, and that is kind of what makes you a little bit better at the job that you're doing, instead of like hounding your supervisor or your, you know, field trainers or whatever. So it's actually kind of a nice thing. But yeah, super excited about, you know, 1.45 coming out. Even though 1.44 recently just came out, I want to say it was like a month or so ago. And now we have 1.45. For all you guys wanting to hear the jakes, we do have a nice jake break on this. Looks like we're going this way. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go all the way around. And we're actually going to do this. We're actually on the sidewalk just because I wanted to get this roundabout knocked out. Nobody wants to be behind the semi. That dude should have definitely yielded. He should have yielded to us, but he didn't want to be stuck behind a semi, so he didn't want to. I don't want to hit this nice truck. Here we go. So if you guys didn't notice in the beginning, we kind of did this episode a little bit different. So we actually do not have a load going up here today. I could not find one, so we actually do have a empty trailer. That is kind of why I kind of went with this like weird combo of ABF and just some random ass freight company trailer. And that is kind of the reason why. And we do have a viewpoint up here that we will actually take a look at. Is because my goal is to try to get the roads up to 100% explored. So that is something that I want to start doing, especially now with Montana and Texas coming out. I do want to get the roads up to 100%. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop here, check out the viewpoint, and then we're actually going to flip around so that we actually gray out that area, because ATS is known for skipping areas, and like, especially if you're going one way down the highway, the opposite way is not going to yellow out, which I think is really stupid considering the fact that you're technically on that highway. I understand if the highways branch off, but if you're just on the highway, they're all parallel, running parallel, it should count for both, but unfortunately it does not. So let's go ahead and check out this viewpoint, and then we'll get the Route 14 up ahead and check that out. Alright, back in our truck we go. Let's go ahead and start the bad boy up again. Like I said, man, I like Z-Mod's engine sounds, I like Creech Bomb's engine sounds, but Johnny Cash's engine sounds actually sound amazing as well. So we're going to try to turn this big rig around. We are empty, so we can kind of skid the tires a little bit. And like I said, ATS is very notorious for not wanting to mark roads properly. So that is why we are going this way, and it looks like we will have to go all the way around. Gotta love it. Alright, so we went around. Now we're just going to have to wait on traffic to clear before we head back out on the main stretch of road here. It's about 6:44 in game time. We can't go anywhere just yet. Alright, once this car is good, we are good to go. But yeah, so like I said, we're just kind of going to explore the new Route 14 today, which is one of the newer things they added in the 1.45 beta that will be available in the game in 1.45. So there's actually kind of a lot of cool features that are coming in this update here. So we do got the town of Cody in Wyoming, which is what the US 14 kind of adds on to the Wyoming DLC, the rodeo capital of the world. going through Yellowstone National Park and all of that good stuff. We do have some new trailers in the game as well, some ownable cistern trailers. So we do have a fuel tanker and a silo dry bulk. So even though we just had that DLC, the Load King and Prestige, with some new trailers, technically it's like the default SCS, just rebranded and stuff. But we do have the new ownable cistern trailers now. So if you guys want fuel tankers and dry bulk silo trailer, you can definitely get that as of right now. So we do have the motel coming up here, and we got Old Swift, owner operator, and a Western Star, man. That is cool. It's weird seeing a Western Star in the game, like as an AI truck. It's different. So I'm wondering if that's like a sign of things to come in 1.45. You better not be going, dude. Yes, we're going to come up here. It's 15 miles an hour. We'll kind of talk about the rest of the features once we come through here. It looks like we can't go here. So we got to go through this way, it looks like. I don't know. The sad thing is, I already know that commercial trucking is prohibited in this area. Unless you have official business, you have to turn around. Okay, so then why end up putting a motel up here if the commercial trucking is prohibited? So we'll actually go this way and explore this road here too. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so it's just kind of like a back parking lot. Technically, in real life, we probably could have just parked over here. But I think this is more for like truck U-turns and stuff, which makes sense. Oh, we got a lot of cars coming. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make this right turn, and we're going to head up here to the motel. Legal trailer usage, blah, 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 I understand. So technically, we're not really making any money in this episode. Since we do have that empty trailer, we're just kind of burning fuel a little bit. So we should have that motel up here. Hopefully we do. Because it is about to become 8 o'clock in game time, so I do want to make sure that we do have a nice daytime run once we get up here in the US Route 14, all of that good stuff. I don't even know what that sign said. It was way too blurry. It's a little bit of a longer, trip than I thought it was going to be up here to the motel. I already know I'm speeding down this road, but we already got ticketed once, so it's not like it really matters. Okay, so I just came to realize that this actually is not the road for the motel. This is actually that one stretch of highway that leads up to the motel before we get on to 14. So it's kind of weird that they would, put that in game, considering trucking, or like, you can't use a trailer on the road. But I feel like if you bobtailed, you'd be alright coming up through here. And I could have bobtailed, but one thing I did notice, especially in this game, is if you do a bobtail, or even like if you're running a very empty trailer, or even like a car mod, sometimes it is very hard to control the truck, especially running a bobtail. So that is why we don't really run bobtails in the game as often. Or we barely ever run bobtails. Alright, so it looks like we got some stuff over here. We're not gonna stop. Well, we should probably stop. Nah, we're just gonna blow right on through. And I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that that other part did not yellow out. We're gonna turn right here to Snake River just to get this yellowed out. Oh. That was interesting. That was very... We hit an invisible wall. That was very interesting. So I feel like this is also for like a semi-truck turnaround. So I'll probably end up losing like $3 grand on this episode. Just for the illegal trailer usage, which, you know, I'm okay with. I'm not too worried about it. Just kind of out here showcasing stuff that we haven't actually showcased on the channel before. That's something that I want to continue doing as well with like various ATS road trips and stuff. Yep, there it is, legal trailer usage. Oh well, I ain't too worried about it. We always do like a bunch of different serious episodes, so it's about time we start getting into some of the fun stuff. So let's go ahead and come over here, and then like I said, we're going to go up to the motel. So we can probably do like hot shot in this area, but that's about it. They should have a yield sign, which they don't. Alright, so we're going to come up here this way. This is going up to that motel. So as y'all can see, it is getting dark outside. Probably turn our headlights on. Probably help out quite a bit. Man, even though the speed limit's probably like 35 or so through here, maybe 25, we still got cars on our bumper. They're probably like, you're not supposed to be up here, semi-truck. Probably calling the number on the back of the doors. That's kind of funny because I've seen a lot of TikToks like that, where it's like, you know, you're driving a semi recklessly or whatever, and it says to call. Oh, that's cool. It's got a little flashy light for the crosswalk. That's actually kind of cool. But you got that like that door, like the number on the back of your door for like how's our driving. Because I know the back of our work trucks have it too. And then it's like you call the number on the back, but it's an owner operator. So it just calls your personal number. It's actually kind of funny, if you ask me. Alright, so we're actually going to park somewhere over here. Oh, we got a fire... Oh, we got the fire station over here, too. Interesting. Okay, so where am I supposed to park at? Wyoming Fire Department. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting. Okay, so we got a trooper here as well. It looks like the motel's up here. And of course, we're not even yellowing out any of that area. Gotta love it. ATS, gotta love it. Got the helicopter pad over there. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna pull into here. Oh, there it goes. Now it's yellowed out. And we are actually going to back our trailer into that spot to where the motel is. I was actually not expecting to back up a trailer today, but it is what it is. Gonna swing it around nice and easy. I'm just going to put our flashers on, just in case. I don't see any more cars. I think the motel's like this little area right here. Which it looks like it is. Alright, so we can technically stop our truck, but I'm going to back it up just a little bit more. Like right about there. That works. Alright, let's go to bed, and let's go ahead and check out Route 14 afterwards.